Organization of CPU. CPU, that is Central Processing Unit, acts as the brain of the computer, performs all the calculations and control all the components, carries out the instructions of a computer program, perform the basic arithmetical, logical and input-output operations of the system. Arithmetical means mathematical calculations, logical means decision making, input means whatever we are inserting, and output whatever result we are getting. Now so let us see the diagram of organization of CPU. So here this is input device, this is output, and central processing unit, which is also having memory unit. Now input unit, the device that gives data and instructions to the computer are called input devices. Example, keyboard, light pen, mouse, scanner, etc. Now light pen, I'm just giving some examples. Keyboard you know, mouse also you know. So this is light pen. A light pen is a pointing device that resembles a pen. You can select options on the display screen by simply moving the pen pointer over them. You can also draw figures on the screen by moving the light pen over the screen. The tip of the light pen has a light sensitive detector. When the tip is in contact with the screen, it detects the light from the screen. The computer then identifies the location of the pen on the screen and works accordingly. So this is just an example what is a light pen and a short description. This is scanner. What is a scanner? A scanner is an input device that copies written documents, photographs and pictures and transfers them to the computer directly. It scans the image and converts it into a computer acceptable format. The scanner shines a bright light on the photograph or image to be scanned, which is reflected back by the image. The scanner senses the intensity of this reflection at every point and converts the image into a code that can be understood by the computer. So this is the working of scanner. Now CPU has two main components. One is control unit and the next one is arithmetic and logic unit. So control unit selects program instructions and coordinates their execution, regulates timing of the processor, sends control signal and receives control signal from peripheral devices. Now this peripheral devices means all the input and output devices connected to the computer system. Acts as central nervous system for all other components. It obtains instructions and issues signals to the required units to carry out the execution. So this is control unit. So the most important point that it generates signals. Okay, control signals. ALU, that means arithmetic and logic unit. Actual execution of instruction takes place in ALU. It consists of complicated set of logic circuit, registers and accumulator to carry out all operations. Now what are these? You will later on study in the higher classes. Depends on commands given by the control unit. So control unit manages which instruction will be executed and when the processor is ready for the next process to be processed. Main memory. We have read main memory, that is RAM, random access memory. It's volatile memory. That means whatever you save there, it is lost when the power supply is switched off. Every file or application opened is placed in RAM. So whatever processes we are doing, that needs some memory place and that memory place is RAM. So the uses random access technique. What does RAM does? It uses random access technique, that is the data can be directly jumped to the middle if necessary without having to read the data sequentially. So it directly jumps the data and does not need to read the data sequentially. Next is this diagram. See random access. It directly jumps to the data. Okay, it does not need to go step by step to access data. So that's why it is called random access memory. Now ROM, read-only memory, it's non-volatile memory. The instructions are stored by manufacturer. So basically in ROM, the operating system is saved the instructions. Okay, so that the instructions are already stored by the manufacturer. It is non-volatile. That means whatever is saved there cannot be lost. If the power supply is switched off also, it is there. Next, output unit. The devices that display or give the result after processing of the data are called output devices. Example, monitor, printer, speaker, plotter, etc. So you know what is a monitor, what is a printer, what is a speaker. So let us see what is a plotter. So this is the image of a plotter. Okay, so plotter are a specialist type of printer which is able to draw high quality images on very large pieces of paper. For example, 3 foot wide by 10 foot long. So it's too wide. So when we need to print this much wide pictures, then we use plotters. So